Hey, we're back. We Coon Prairie Ramblers.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We still are.
Yeah, we're still here. We got the KC and the Luke and the Mailman.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. And we're going to talk about the swimming hole.
job.
Hey, this is the first day of summer.
Swimming hole.
So
It's
let's head down
summertime.
to our swimming hole, our favorite swimming hole this afternoon.
Let's do it.
Is it still around?
Let's don't skinny dip.
I'm a little old for that. Yeah. Back in the day, I did my share of that, but I think them days are gone.
Yeah. You know, we swam at the Levee. It was called the Levee.
You drive your Chevy to
Yeah,
the levee?
you drive your Chevy?
Parked the Chevy on the Levee. And the Levee was just a big uphill with a ditch, and then the water went somewhere. It was a man-made thing. And we all went down to the Levee. That's what we called it, the Levee. The Levee's a hill, though.
It's like a berm.
Yeah, a berm. But on the bottom of the berm, there's a wet spot. There's a hole. And there was a tree with a
There's
rope.
a hole.
There you
There's
go.
a hole.
Well,
There's
one
a hole
winter,
in the bottom of the
I'm
sea.
from Ohio, and the winters sometimes they kind of stretch on and they go on, and they're frigid and they're cold.
And you were swimming in that?
Well, what happened? We got me and my friend Tim,
You're Fred.
and my friend Fred, my friend Tim.
You're my friend.
Yeah,
Never knew anybody had a friend.
nostalgic. We got nostalgic about the summer that year. We
Your
was
friend.
kind of
Longing.
longing for the summer to come back so we could go down to a swimming hole. So we got to talk about it and said, well, let's go down and take a look at the swimming hole. Yeah, maybe it's frozen over and we can skate on it or something. So
The
we went
skating
down
hole.
there.
Went to the old skating hole.
Well, it wasn't frozen over. It wasn't that cold. It was very cold. But the rope was still up there. And they say, hey, they said, hey, let's jump in, and we can say we did this. Let's jump in and swim in the swimming hole and then get right back out.
Yeah.
So what happened was we took our clothes off.
What? Here he comes. Booty
But hey, you
booty.
got to have dry clothes, so we took our clothes off.
A naked
Got grabbed hold of
mailman.
the rope, we swung out and jumped into the middle of the swimming hole. What happened? Tim went out. He went out and jumped in. Fred went out, jumped in.
Just a swinging.
And I was getting ready to go, but they were out there screaming and hollering out cold. And what happened was they instead of swimming back to where the clothes were, they swam to the other side
What?
just to get out quicker, But I'm sitting there thinking, and I didn't go in because I'm thinking, those guys are dying.
No, you would have to go in, or you'd be thrown in. It's all for one and one for all.
I'm standing over there with their clothes, and they swam to the wrong side of the swimming hole.
Oh, you had them
Then
at a
they
considerable
had to turn around
disadvantage.
and jump in and swim back to get across.
Here's your clothes. Throw them in.
Yeah,
You
come on.
got to watch out for those snapping turtles when you're skinny dipping.
Oh yeah,
Garfish.
That's worse than the cold.
yeah.
Garfish.
Oh, worse than
I'm
cold.
telling you.
Yeah, you'll be.
Y'all didn't have to worry about gators.
Barracuda.
That's right. We don't have to worry about gator. We don't have to worry about gator. One time I went camping in Smokies with me and my older daughter, and we weren't gigging for frogs. We were snatching. She would shine the
Frog
light
snatching.
in her eyes, and I'd reach up and I'd snatch them out of the water with my hand. And one day,
Invasion of the Frog Snatchers.
and then one time I got to thinking, wait a minute, alligators. Oh no, there's no alligators up here.
Gator Snatcher.
Yeah, the.
Well, where was your favorite swimming hole?
Well, we had several there around Nocatee.
Horse Creek
With
or
ropes?
Joshua Creek?
Horse Creek was great, but it was always really populated. It was like a beach. You go in and there'd be 10, 20 families down there trying to swim in a very wide spot. Horse Creek near where the old bridge used to be, not far from there. But on the far side, there was a big cypress stump and a rope way up to this next cypress tree next to it, and you could swing it. That was a pretty good one, just very populated. But we had one on Joshua Creek that we went to that had a high bluff and a tree, so you could get up in the tree, and the bluff was high to jump off of, but if you went up in the tree, you could jump out even further into the Joshua Creek. But crazy us, we just go there and start jumping without ever stopping to check the water, see if any logs had drifted in and were laying right below the surface.
Oh, yeah.
We could have got killed, but we didn't.
That's floating
dangerous.
logs.
That'll get you.
And just regular stumps.
That's right.
Yeah.
We could have been killed so easy, but we weren't. But
Impaled.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But they've been
Luke
telling,
the Impaler.
that's right. They've been telling stories about us. But
Yeah.
but from that high tree on that bluff, one time we had a guy that had a Jeep and he brought a cable down and we stretched it from that high tree all the way across the creek and attached it to a tree on the other side, and we put one of those pulleys up there with a handle, and it was up on the bluff, and you go halfway across and drop off, and it had a string on it. You could swim back across holding the string. So that was probably my favorite swimming hole.
Huh.
Joshua Creek. What
Well,
happened down there? How
I'm
about
gonna-
you?
You probably
I'm
had
gonna-
the same holes, didn't you?
No, I'm going to take y'all to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Let's roll.
Oklahoma
Oklahoma.
had more of what I picture
Oh, what
as a
beautiful
swimming hole
morning.
than what I find around Florida.
All right.
I mean,
The quintessential swimming hole.
yeah, it was. It was more of a very cleared out area around it, and not so.
Was it flowing or it was a lake or a pond?
It was
or
a
something?
creek, but it had like a fat wide spot. It was deep.
Wow.
Yeah.
The rest of it wasn't very deep.
Was it on a?
It was like a
Like
a movie.
Like somebody dug it out.
Yeah, like a movie swimming hole. But it wasn't dug out. It was natural occurring.
Wow.
But when you went down there, you took your ivory soap. And you know why you took ivory soap?
You better believe that's why I take it camping.
Why do you take ivory soap?
To wash?
It floats.
It floats.
Close.
Yeah.
The regular soap will sink.
Oh,
Ivory
yeah.
floats.
Okay.
So you take
I
your
still go
ivory
camping
soap
with
with
it.
you,
Never
and
did
while
that.
you were in there swimming, you'd go ahead
got your
and
Saturday
get
bath?
clean.
Yeah.
And
So you're saying you're skinny dipping?
no, because our whole families were there, so
Oh, yeah, that would be a little on the creepy side.
there's no nudity involved. Which I think you did run your hand down your pants.
That'd have done it. Yeah, if you're going to wash everything. But
Kenny,
But-
what you doing over there?
But it was very picturesque. You know, it was like
Everybody washing.
what
yeah,
I
that's
looked
picturesque.
at. What the hole itself. It was just like what I picture from a movie. I don't picture a swampy thing with palmettos. From
no.
the movies.
Well, did you get any pictures of it back in the day?
No.
That's
I
a shame.
could still got cousins that I could ask if they could go down to the old swimming hole and get some pictures.
Go for it. Tell them to go get it. Did you go swimming around here, though? You went swimming here as a kid somewhere.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sure.
we did, and Dad was one of these overprotective parents. I mean, he thought, well, you know, he went to the school of if something can go wrong, it will.
There you go.
You know, if you go down to the river, surely you'll be eaten by an alligator, or you'll drown, or a bunch of hillbilly to come up there playing dueling banjo. Something bad's gonna happen to you, so you better not go down there. So when I did, I had to slip off without anybody's knowledge.
Oh, that could have been dangerous
Me,
because you never came back.
me and the Rooster and his brother Royce and a bunch of others used to go swimming at this place with the bluff on Joshua Creek I was telling you about. And many years after we quit there, we decided we were going to see if we could go find that place again. And we did. We walked down there and found it again, and we actually went swimming. And I took pictures. And they took a picture of me running and jumping off of that bluff. And many years
Recently,
later,
or?
no, well, it's probably been 15 years, but that was probably 15 years after we quit doing it. So I got a picture of me in midair jumping off. If I can think about it, I'll send it to you. You
Yeah.
can put it on the thing. It's all washed out. Look, there was too much light on it. But
Was it on the riverside or the?
It was near the trestle. Well, you know, you remember, across from the road from where Hilltop Market is, there's that road
down
where
there,
the
yeah.
Mosleys lived.
Right.
You took that down, or you could go through a grove and come to a fence, and we crossed the fence and walked to the creek right there. Is where it was at. Went camping there a time or two. You ever go swim in a place called Dead Dog?
That's on Joshua Creek.
Joshua Creek out by the cemetery. A
Yeah.
place called Dead Dog. It was a wide spot and had a big tree that went out over it, and we climb up that tree and jump out. It's called Dead Dog supposedly because somebody drowned their dog down there.
I think people also used to go to submarine races down there too.
Go see the submarine races, huh? You ever go to a submarine race?
No.
That's where you take your girlfriend parking and watch the submarine races at night.
Okay.
Those were the days, my friend.
Wait, that's a whole nother subject.
That's a whole nother parking and sparking. Yeah.
Parking spots.
Yeah.
Now we better leave that one alone, probably. But we're going to have to leave here now because we're down to about 15, 20 seconds on this segment already. So let's take a break.
2 minutes and 2 seconds.
And we'll be back.